Well, welcome back. Dr. Elliot Hirshorn is in our studio from New Life Medical Center, and I'm looking at these symptoms. It's like a laundry list of some of the symptoms if you have neuropathy. There is hope, of course. Chronic pain, numbness, tingling, burning, and balance problems.
Yep,
There's
a whole lot of things that go into neuropathy because essentially the nerve stops working. So the nerves that come from our back go down into our legs and our feet, usually is where the problem happens. But when they stop working, then they send all these weird signals to the brain. So it feels like maybe you've got an ice pick in your foot, so it's painful.
Or a bug crawling up
or
your
a
leg.
bug crawling up your leg, or water dripping down your leg, or tingling, or really the worst thing is no feeling at all, because then if you don't know where your feet are, you can fall. And falls are one of the leading causes of death and disability for people over 65.
I bet that's real common with older people.
Yes.
Neuropathy.
Yeah.
Why did the nerve stop working in the first place?
There's a whole bunch of different reasons. For about a third of people that have neuropathy, it's actually a blood sugar problem, which is diabetes. So people that have diabetes are at a significantly increased risk for neuropathy. You can also have situations where your immune system actually attacks the nerves too, and that's called an autoimmune disease. And so that's a common thing that we see in our office as well.
Because I know a lot of people that do have autoimmune diseases.
Yep.
Do they need to be keeping that on their radar that this could come down the line?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the most common autoimmune diseases is thyroid disease or Hashimoto's, and people with Hashimoto's, we see them in our office too, and they also sometimes will have neuropathy type symptoms, usually not as bad as it is with diabetes over the long
Well,
term.
you're helping me with my neuropathy, and it's odd because I thought it was just in my feet. So, but when I went to you guys, you're very thorough. I got on a little balancing thing, and that kind of explained why when I get out of the car, I'm a little wobbly. It goes up my legs, past my knees, the neuropathy. But
Right.
It is better.
Yeah, and essentially, like I said, the balance becomes a big problem because if people fall, then
Yeah.
they start to lose their independence. And that's what, really contributes to quality of life. A good quality of life is being able to be independent. So we want to help people prevent them from getting there. So if you're feeling numbness, tingling, you're off balance, you got pain in your feet, we want to help stop the progression and then improve the function as well.
Are there tests if you go to a normal doctor for your checkup that they can start to do? Because sometimes we play off symptoms or we have an excuse for them.
Yeah, there's a standard test called a nerve conduction velocity, or NCV, and that's a common test where they'll put little needles in your nerves and they'll zap them and see if they work. But that's
if you go ow, then it works, or if you don't.
Well, yeah, and then what they see on the screen gives them a reading as to what's going on with the nerve. But that helps to look at the large fibers, the large nerves, but they are the ones that help with the balance. But the ones that help with pain and sensation and tingling, those can't be tested with that test. So sometimes the test will come back normal, but they still have neuropathy. So we do what we did with Jack, where we took a little piece of skin from a couple places.
Yeah. It sounds like, but nobody sounds very thorough.
So we send that out to a pathology lab, and they look at the nerves under a microscope to see how healthy they are, how many there are, and they compare them to a standard, and we can see, do you have neuropathy of the small fibers, which causes the pain, the tingling, the burning sensation, the weird feelings that people have. So it's a test that's not typically done.
You're very thorough. I'll be there Monday, by the way.
So if you do find out you have them, then you have to come do some stuff like Jack's been doing, or
and our goal is to get the nerves to function better. So removing the source of the nerve dysfunction, so the diabetes, helping people with blood sugar, diet, lifestyle is one piece of that.
Okay.
But that's like putting out the fire in the house. You can't move back in until you rebuild the house too.
That's a great analogy.
So we put the fire out, take care of the inflammation, the source if we can, but then also you have to rebuild nerve function. And so that's what the therapies are that we do at the office, is to help rebuild the nerve function, get them firing better again. And when we do a repeat biopsy, we've seen up to a 600% increase in the numbers of nerves in the biopsy. So we're actually regrowing nerve function.
Now, doctors will, prescribe drugs, pills, and I don't know if that even works. It never helped me at all.
Gabapentin can be helpful for the severe pain, people who have the pain component of it, and it is helpful for that, but again, it doesn't do anything for the regrowth and regeneration of the nerves, so it can be helpful in the short term with the pain, but long term it can actually create more issues with memory because it basically numbs your brain so you don't feel the pain, but it's also going to numb your cognitive function as well. Which
all right, so if you're like, ooh, I need to learn more about this is very interesting. We only touched a little bit on it in the 5 minutes. On Tuesday, September the 10th, you're going to be having a workshop seminar.
Yes.
And this is going to be at Silver Bay Seafood in Simpsonville.
Yeah, right on Main Street in Simpsonville. We'll provide the dinner and a lot of great information. It's just an opportunity for your viewers to come and learn more about what it is that we do and how we might be able to help them with the neuropathy.
So at Simpsonville, easy, just take that exit off 385 like you headed to Columbia.
Yeah, it's right on Main Street.
Turn left.
Right on Main.
Can't miss it.
Thank you,
on
Dr.
the other side of the
Hirshorn.
tracks.
It's on the big side of the tracks,
Yeah.
on the main,
look
the
over the
opposite side
railroad
of our
track coming
office.
in,
That's
there you
right.
go.
And then you'll see it. Thank you so
Yes,
much,
thank
Dr.
you.
Hirshorn. All right, coming up next, Tara's Cherokee Casino has something new in store for visitors. We're going to tell you what that is when we come back.